Hi everyone, welcome back to the assessment procedure video. So first we will start with phase assessment of income escaping assessment. The scheme must be notified by central government. Okay, it has to be imparting the greater efficiency, transparency and accountability for eliminating the interface between the IT authority and the SSC, and also to optimize the utilization of resources through the economies of the scale and introducing a team-based assessment. Okay, there is no in-person touch with the income tax authority, and even though some qualified persons will be there in other part of India, that persons will also be that resource will also be utilized and introducing a team-based assessment. The central government specified that assessment, reassessment, or recomputation or issuance of notice in Section 148 would be through automated allocation. That will be randomized method of allocation, which is in accordance with the risk management strategy formulated by the board. Applicability or non-applicability of any of the provisions of the Act has been notified by the central government. See, they may say that this provision will not be applicable or this provision may apply with subject to some modifications. That will be notified. However, such directions will not be issued beyond 31st March 2022. The time is now over, right? So time limit for completion or assessment or reassessment. Time limit in different cases or scenarios. So first would be the order of assessment in section 143 subsection. In section 143 or 144 for assessment year 2021 and onwards, it will be 9 months from the end of the assessment year in which the income was first accessible. 9 months from the end of the assessment year in which the income was first accessible. And when I file an updated return, then it will be 9 at any time before the expiry of 9 months from the end of the financial year in which I have furnished the updated return. I have furnished the updated return. It will be 9 months from the end of the assessment year in which I have furnished the, end of the financial year in which I have furnished the updated return. Okay. The next one would be order of assessment or reassessment in the case of here it was 143 144, right? Here it is 147 and 147. It will be 12 months from the end of the financial year in which the notice was served. I have served the notice on 30th March 2021, assume. Okay, 2021, I've served the notice 30th March 2021. The financial year ends on 31st March 2021. Within 12 months, 31st March 2022, I have to pass the assessment order. Then, fresh assessment under section 143, 144, 147, all three cases which we have discussed earlier, or fresh order under section 92 CA. Okay, where the original assessment was cancelled, set aside, or revoked. Referred to back to the assessing officer. I have cancelled or set aside or referred back to the original assessment. Now I have to start with the fresh assessment. Then it will be 12 months from the end of the financial year in which such earlier order was received. Okay, the order for fresh assessment was received. Okay, I have received an order to do a fresh assessment again. Okay, from that date, within 12 months from the end of the financial year. Okay, then where, excuse me, where, where a reference is made to TPO under section 92C during the course of the proceeding, then I have made a reference to TPO. Assessing officer made a reference for TPO. Then, for cases under section 143 and 144, it will be for case under section 143 and 144, it will be 21 months from the end of assessment year in which the income was first accessible. Generally, it will be 9 months, but in the case if it is referred to TPO, it will be 21 months from the end of the assessment year in which the income was first accessible. If it is under section 147, then it will be 24 months from the end of the financial year in which it was noticed was substantially it is 12 months. Here it is 24 months. Then, if it is a fresh order, then it is 24 months from the end of the financial year in which the said order was passed. Same cases if it is referred to TPO. Earlier it was general cases. Here if it is TPO, then it will be 21, 24 and 24 months. Then, effect to be given by the assessing officer or the transfer pricing officer as the case may be under to an order under section these sections wholly or partly otherwise than by making. I am not going to make a fresh assessment, but I'm going to give some effect. Then what is the time period? What is the time period? It will be within 9 months if the order is passed before 31st March 2019. If it is after 1 4 2019, it is 12 months. It is 12 months. Other than by way of fresh assessment. Okay, then. In any other cases, it would be 3 months from the end of the month in which the order was received. Okay, additional period of 6 months would be given if the PC or CIT satisfied that the 3 months time is not sufficient. Then additional period of 6 months would be allowed. Then, where a transfer pricing officer gives effect to an order or a direction under section 263 by an order under section 93 forwards the same to assessing officer. TP has made some order and this has been forwarded to assessing officer. Then the assessing officer has to complete the assessment within 2 months from the end of the month in which such order was received. within 2 months, the assessing officer has to complete the assessment. Where the assessment or reassessment or recomputation is made on the SSC or any person in consequence, or to give effect to any finding or direction contained under any of these orders, or in the order of any court in a proceeding otherwise than by way of appeal, then it will be 12 months from the end of the month in which the order was received or passed by the PC or CIT. And then we have where in the case of a firm, an assessment is made on a partner. There is a firm, okay. Now the assessment is completed on the firm. Now it is going to be moved to the partner. And assessment is going to be made. Then it will be the time limit will be 12 months from the end of the month in which the assessment order in the case of the firm is passed. Assessment order in the case of the firm is passed. Okay. What are the periods that are to be excluded while computing the specified time limits? Okay. These periods have to be excluded for contravention of this section. For contravention of this section, from the date AO intimates the central government till the date the AO withdraws the central government withdraws the approval or rescinding the notification. Till that date, this period will be excluded. This period will be excluded. I have intimated some non-compliance is there, so that I have intimated to central government till the date the central government passed an order. Till that dates will be excluded. Direction to get audited. Then the date on which the AO directs from that date till the last date in which the SSC is required to furnish the date of such audit report. Now, date on which the order of setting aside was received. Okay, from the date I have informed intimated till the date I have received the audit report, that period will be excluded. Reference to valuation officer. Reference to valuation officer. The date starting from date I make a reference to valuation officer till the date of report will be excluded. Where an assessee furnish a declaration that claiming that any question of law arising in this case for an assessment year which is pending before the AO or authority or is identical with any question of law arising in which case for another which is pending in a high court or supreme court, the date on which assessing officer received a declaration from that date till the date of order is received by him. However, such period cannot exceed 60 days. This could be an MCQ. Okay, see here, I have some question of law which is pending, okay, before any of the authorities, or similar question of law was pending before me before any high court or supreme court. Then from the date I am getting this direction declaration till the date such order is received. Okay. However, such period cannot exceed 60 days. Cannot exceed 60 days. Now, where an application is made before the board for advance ruling, I'm asked for advance ruling. So from the date of application till the date on which the order rejecting the application is received or advance ruling is pronounced, till the date the order rejecting is there or the advance ruling is pronounced, till that date will be excluded. Where references for exchange of information is made in case of different countries, right? There is an exchange of information. Then the date for which the first reference was made, the date on which the information requested is received, or a period of 1 year, whichever is less. This could be again an MCQ. But a reference for exchange of information is requested from the date I've made, date I've got the requested information, or a period of 1 year, whichever is less. Well, it's made by AO under section 144B(a) to PC or SJ assessment on the basis of the material to declare the arrangement as IAEA and determine its consequence from the date of declaration till the direction is issued. Okay, on the date on which supplemental issue the directions or the date on which the not invoking grant is received. Okay, any of these dates. The date on which the direction is issued if no objections is filed, or the date on which approving panel issued the direction in declaration of an arrangement as IAA, or the date on which the order of PCID not invoking the provision of the section is received by the AO. Any of these dates, whichever comes first. Okay, that will be the period that will be excluded. Now, where the books of account or any other documents, okay, is seized or requisitioned, or as the case may be handed over to the authorizing officer, having jurisdiction over the SSC, the date on which the search is initiated or requisition is made, on the date on which it is seized. I have informed the date of search I have to initiate or requisition is made from that date till actual search is being made, in whose case such search is initiated or requisitioned. Okay, actual date of search, that will be excluded. However, such period shall not be greater than 180 days. Such period shall not be greater than 180 days. Where the assessing officer is satisfied that any fund or institution or trust or any other university or hospital, those who are taking the examination in section 10, or any trust referred to in section 11, has committed a violation has committed a violation. Then the date on which assessing officer makes reference to PCIT or CIT. The date on which the copy of order is received, till that date the period will be excluded. Time taken in reopening the whole or any part of the proceeding, that will be excluded. Or in giving an opportunity to assess be reheard, that reopening or reheard time limit will be excluded. The period during which the assessment is stayed by an order or injunction of any court, the stay period will be excluded. Period of limitation in certain cases where immediately after the exclusion of the above period, the period of limitation available to assessing officer is less than 60 days. If it's less than 60 days, it will be extended to 60 days. If it is 55 days, then it will be, after all exclusions is 55 days, then it will be treated as 60 days time limit is there. Okay. When the period available to a transfer pricing officer is extended to 60 days in accordance with the provision, the period of limitation available to assessee for making in this less than. The TPO period is extended till 60 days. Okay. Now, the assessing officer has less than 60 days, still then it will be 60 days. Generally, it will be in a time period for assessment will be 60 days. In a time period for assessment will be 60 days. Deeming provisions in respect of an assessment of excluded income for another assessment year or on another person. Where an order referred to in section 153, any income is excluded from total income of the SSC for an assessment year. By an order, I have come to know that any income has been excluded by the SSC while computing the total income. An assessment of such income for another assessment year shall for the purpose of 150 to 1 deemed to be made in consequence of or given effect to any finding direction contained in the said order to be deemed to be made. Assessment made. Where then where by an order referred to in section 153(6), any income is excluded from the total income of one person and held to be the income of another person. I have excluded from one person and taking it to another person, then assessment of such person shall be deemed to be made in consequence. See, this is not deemed the assessment is consequence of something. That is what they are trying to say. Okay. Okay. Consequence of that, and provided such other person was given an opportunity of being heard before the said order was other amendments. Where any assessment made in respect of assessment year is required to be amended on account of specific provisions in the Act, such an order can be passed within a time mentioned below, and in cases the time limit of 4 years would be not be reckoned from the end of the year in which the order sought to be amended was passed, but would be reckoned from the end of the financial year mentioned in column number 4 in the table below. Now, 155.18. Circumstance head note, circumstance details. Okay, time limit. Where any reduction in respect of any surcharge or cess which is not allowable as reduction under section 40 has been claimed or allowed in case of an SC in any of the previous year, then 4 I have not eligible for surcharge but that have been claimed and allowed. Then 4 years will begin from the end of the previous year, commencing on 1st April 2021. 1st April 2021. PSC make an application in the prescribed form within the requested time on or before 31st March 2023, requesting for recomputation of total income without allowing the claim and pays the amount due thereon within the specified time. Such claim shall not be deemed to be underreported income. Such claim shall not be deemed to be the underreported income. The A on receipt of such application has to recompute the total income by amending the relevant order and issuing the so cost notice specifying a time limit within which the amount to be paid for the assessment relevant to the previous year for which the assessee has made the application for recomputation of the total income for the assessment year subsequent to assessment year referred to in one above. The order of such A by results in variation in carry forward loss, then that also has to be amended. After paying the tax demand, the C has to furnish the details of payment of tax within 30 days from the date of making the payment. As the details has to intimate the assessing officer. See, which means I am not see under section 40, I have claimed surcharge and cess as deduction. Okay, but tax includes surcharge and cess, right? So that's why I have been given a time limit for the retrospective amendment. 4 year period will begin from 1/4/2021. Okay, so within 31/3/2023, I have requested SC officer to change and recompute my income, then it is fine. Okay, he will not treat it as underreported income, but he will charge some additional taxes that has to be paid, and he will issue me notice that I have to pay. Okay, along with the assessment year of the which I have requested, he will give me the income computation and then what tax computation, and then if there are some losses, then our additional year, subsequent years, if there is carry forward of losses or MAT credits is there, for those adjustments would be for those he will also issue a notice. Okay, I have to pay the tax and intimate the assessing officer within 30 days from the date of payment of tax. And the last topic in this chapter would be modification and revision of notice in certain cases. Modification and revision of notice in certain cases. Where any tax, interest, penalty, or fine or any other sum in respect of a notice of a demand has been issued under Section 156 is reduced as a result of the order of the adjudicating authority as defined in IBC, the assessing officer shall modify the demand payable in conformity with such order and shall thereafter serve on the registry a notice of demand specifying the sum payable. Such notice of demand shall be deemed to be a notice under Section 156. Provisions of the Act shall apply in relation to such notice. Where the order referred to above is modified by the NCLAT or Supreme Court as the case may be, the modified notice of demand issued by the assessing officer shall be revised accordingly. Okay. If there is result of adjudicating authority or the any order of the NCLAT or the Supreme Court, then the modified notice has to be revised accordingly. Okay, so with this we complete all the points that are there in the assessment procedure. Thank you.